Okay, mate, it's recording now. You can take back over.
Okay, cool. So where are we? Where's your dashboard?
Yep. Sorry, it's up. Where's my talk to? Was Isaac on?
Not sure if I have access yet, but I'll have another shot.
Here it is.
Yeah, I do. Great. Okay, so you can quite easily do what we call set up a pre-chat form. The only advice that I'll give you is that it will decrease engagement, and it does, no question, develop a barrier to entry, because what it's asking your visitors to do is to give you something before you give them something, and automatically, as you and I do, we think of the email marketing ploy and the fact that we're going to end up on some mailing list that's going to hound us for the rest of our lives. And that's essentially how people think, unfortunately. So in the widget content section here, if you go to edit content, you've got your message here, which I think can probably be a little better tailored to what you guys do. Then you've got your offline message for whenever you decide to turn it off at night times or whenever there's nobody available. And again, I think that's okay, but it could probably be tailored. And you can also add a whole bunch of different fields here if you choose to.
So sorry, Dave, how did you get to the widget content? What buttons did you push?
So if I escape back out here. Sorry, guys, having a bit of trouble. The button is not pushing. There you go. Okay. So I would go here to the menu, down to administration, then across to chat widget. So down from over.
Yep. You still there? Hello?
Is he back?
He's back.
We thought you'd fallen asleep.
Yeah, I thought you guys were asleep. Sorry, mate. Yeah.
That's all right. You want to share that with me again?
Yes, I will. Yep. Talk to, share. Yep, there you go. And approve. Yep.
Cool. So I basically did drop down menu to administration to chat widget to widget content right here.
Widget content.
And then I go into edit content.
Okay.
When I go into edit content, I can edit online, offline, or I'm going to show you what a pre-chat form is in a minute.
Right.
So when I'm online, my suggestion was that you guys change the messaging and get it more personal. When I'm offline, I can change that again and get a little more personal, a bit more about your business. And then I can even go in and do some funny stuff here, like, create a multiple choice option, or even create general options in themselves.
Got you.
Yeah, it's not clicking as well as what I'd like, but you guys get the general consensus. And then if I go to a pre-chat form, this is what I said to you. And it looks like you actually already have one. Right. So at the moment, you're asking your name, your restaurant, and country. If you want to add an email, you just pop that in there.
Yeah. And then it comes up, it'll populate there, will it?
Yeah, I don't know. Zoom's not letting me really click on it properly, unfortunately, but I think you guys get the gist. And then when you do that, that'll populate under there, and you can rename the tag, so I can rename this thing from restaurant name to whatever.
Oh, yep. Okay.
Same with anything with a pen you can rename.
Yeah.
So with that, with what you see there now, what we see there now, is that the first step? So when they've completed that, it goes to the next step?
So when they come into chat, Mark, they'll first need to complete this form before the chat starts. And you've made them, or we've made them compulsory. So that's why they've got the little red mark, and you can change that by just clicking on the little red star.
Yep.
And then if you do that, then they're not compulsory anymore. Then you can just dive in and chat.
Yep.
And again, this message here, I would suggest, would need to be tailored somewhat.
Yes.
Okay. How do we see the next?
Anything you do, click save and then out.
Sorry. So you save that. How do you get to the next question? Because I'm assuming there's a flow. Does that make sense? There's a flow in the communication. So they fill in that restaurant, whatever in Australia. Then the
Mark,
chat
there's no automation on our platform, so you're not using bot technology here. So you need a live human to kick in then. So the minute you do that, then it'll start to bing, and then there'll need to be someone that picks it up.
Okay, cool. No, that's cool. I wasn't sure. We've got so many systems. I just wasn't sure which one this one was. So that's cool. I got it now.
Yeah. And we've chosen very intentionally not to bring in automation, as I think I've said to Steve before, just simply because the user experience is a bit hit and miss. And the problem is, once you've had a bad experience, as you guys probably agree, with a bot or some sort of automation, you just don't go back, especially on that website. So what we want to do is we want to wait till that tech is where it needs to be, and then we'll present it to you guys, and it will be an item that you can add to whatever you're using if you choose to go automation. And just so that you guys understand, that is in our framework for 2020. But right at the end, it's fourth quarter initiative at the moment, and so there will be some sort of automation that you can move to, and then train a sequence so that it actually follows a specific sequence.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been on a few of those bots, and where they've automated. I just type in 2 words: live person, live person, live person. That's all I type in.
Yeah. If you don't, then you spend 15 minutes explaining.
Yeah.
And then you say live person anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Try Asia. Shocking.
Yeah, that's who I was referring to, Mark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, we're comfortably grounded for a few months yet, gents.
Oh, another 12 months easy.
Yeah, won't be booking any flights for a long time, or going any boat cruises, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So can you give us, thank you for that. This is definitely something can you give us a general walk, because we're taping this too as part of our training, but can you give us a general walk around of this administration panel, or this panel that we're looking at right now?
Yeah, absolutely. No problem. So, I mean, the top bit is not really anything that you need to worry too much about. Where all of the interesting stuff comes from is right here. So I've just shown you widget content. If I go and show you widget appearance, which again, I don't think is a feature that you would want anyone touching except for you guys. It really goes into changing the look and feel of what you've got here.
Yeah, I done that chat live with an agent now. I done that one.
Yeah, cool.
I was playing around with it. Yeah. Perfect.
And so you can change the color. You can go back to circle if you want to, or keep it exactly the same in that format.
Can you change the wording online? Like, can you change that wording? Or that's...
Yeah, you do it back in the previous menu, Steve.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, in the online section, you can change the word online to say welcome, or chat with us now, or something like that. Yeah. And then these things just let you change the color of the visitor message. That's what they see. Change the color of your message. Again, what you type. and then even the visitor text. So everything can be changed, can be optimized or customized, I should say, to suit what it is you want to do and the experience that you want to give.
Pretty cool. Awesome. Yep.
And I think the only other thing you probably would want to worry about in this particular space here is the schedule. And the schedule just allows you to schedule when everyone is online and offline. So at the moment, it looks like you have it 24/7.
Yeah, so
which is probably off the back of what we were doing. Yeah.
Yeah, what we haven't done is that we haven't corrected the schedule. Yeah.
So you can go in here and just change what days you'd like to change, and then what hours you'd like to be online for.
So what are our hours at the moment, Mark?
It's in Queensland time, 9 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
So can you show us
how Monday,
you do that for Monday, for example, David?
Well, I could do that there myself.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Just
move it.
Just move it. Yeah. 9, and then you do the same over here. And so it gives you a bit of it. Yeah, it gives you a bit of an understanding of how much you're answering versus how much you're missing. There, you're obviously doing 12 hours on, 12 hours off, but that will then take you offline from midnight to 9 a.m. and from 9 p.m. to midnight.
So if someone want to chat with us outside this hour, the automatic message that we set up will appear just like that?
No, there'll be an offline form, which is what we were showing you before. And the offline form will ask them to leave their name, email address, and a message, or you can populate it with other fields. And that message will go to your ticketing system. And then you can access that in the morning and see who's actually come in and left a message.
And we can change the message in offline form also, right?
Yeah, back where we were before.
Okay, got that.
Yeah, you can tailor everything.
So how'd you get to that schedule? So I've just, while you've been doing this, I just logged into Talk to. Where's that schedule?
So
just going to cancel, so I'll update that.
So again, admin, chat widget, and then it's right here.
Schedule, yeah, I've got the schedule.
And then advanced.
Advanced, that's what I didn't do. Got it.
Schedule. Cool. So Mark, you okay to, I won't jump in and do all of this. Are you okay to?
No, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So down the menu here, pages to set up the page, which has already been done. So no need to really worry about that. Knowledge base is a feature that allows you to set up an internal knowledge base, which we had for you guys. So you may want to use the same one if your agents are chatting. And I think you do, to really be able to then search for answers to questions you don't have the information readily available for. But we're also hosting an external knowledge base, which is customer facing in the next few weeks. And all that means is that if a customer comes to your widget, they can then search your knowledge base prior to asking to speak to an agent. And they might be able to find the information to questions in that
so it's like an FAQ.
Right. Yeah, and you'll see some of the bigger sites have actually got that already, and we're going to provide it as a free feature for any business that has enough information to be able to populate a knowledge base. Property members invite agents, delete agents, make agents administrators, all through there. Departments are very specific to ticketing, so that you can then forward a particular ticket to a particular department. So you can set up departments within your business for this here.
So you can have customer support, sales.
Yeah, I was just going to ask the same thing.
Mark.
Yeah, I was just going to ask the same thing. So if I set up a sales one there now, when one comes through and we want specifically to go to sales, we could just set that up and then Steph would just manage that.
Yeah, so you can actually choose sales when you ship the ticket, and it can go straight to sales department, Mark.
And they see that whole conversation that's taken place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, they can go back into messaging and review the conversation based on the information you've sent them, which will be the customer's IP address and maybe a name and some details there. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Agent alerts is for any specific alerts. I mean, using us in the past, you'll understand this. Any specific alerts that we had based on any direction that you gave us, we will set it up so agents see that as they're starting to chat to customers. And an alert brings something to an agent's attention that they may not be thinking about if they're doing other things. So it's quite a critical one in many industries where, for example, if we work in finance, we're not allowed to give any financial advice. We're only able to answer generic FAQs. So we might say, remember, you're unable to give any financial advice. Use shortcut, no advice for anyone that asks, for example. Ban list for anyone you ban, any pirates, and then you can look into that and unban them in the future. Shortcuts just makes life easy for you when you're all on the run and busy and you need to answer, but you don't want to be typing out a whole sentence. So I imagine our shortcuts are already still here.
Oh, yeah.
So what we used to just do /1 and then the whole paragraph would come up. /about and the whole paragraph would come up.
Oh, so you mean that when you're speaking to them, would you just put /1 or /2?
Yeah, but it won't send it to them, Steve, until you've actually taken the time to review it, make sure the information is right, and then tailor it if you need to, and then you can just press enter. But two things happen. Number one, speed of response is key in live chat, and I think that this is where our ethos in the way that we do chat and avoid bot technology is key.
Yes.
If you're going to call it live chat, you need to respond in a timely manner. These ones that you and I all get frustrated with, you get on there and people typically respond within an hour. It's like, what am I going to do for the next hour? Is not really live chat. It's just, you might as well send an email and wait for a response. So live chat is about timely responses. And for us, number two, it's about accuracy. And this avoids typing errors, grammatical errors, because you've pre-populated them before.
So, Mark, I could see this amongst your Thai team really good if they're speaking to an English customer.
Yep.
Takes away the
language.
Yeah, the language barrier, so to speak.
Yep. I've got that noted.
Yep.
And so, if we wanted to add to the knowledge, this is the knowledge base, right? This is the knowledge.
No, this is shortcuts.
We wanted to add to shortcuts.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Like, how do you add?
Just press add. When you press add, you can then write the keyword. So it might
hold on, yeah, I can see the whole screen now. Sorry, you can take over.
Yep. You can even import, which is good.
You type Steve and then type the message that you want to come through when you go /Steve. He's a really great guy, and then all you need to do in chat is /Steve, and that whole sentence would come out.
Oh, so the shortcut is always / and whatever that name is or thing is.
Yeah, but you don't need to use the / because it determines that is how to activate it.
Yep, I get that. Yep.
Yep, got that.
Triggers, we set a couple of these up for you guys already. I don't know if they're still active. It looks like they are. Basically, they are pre-populated pop-ups that are supposed to either A, rescue a chat, B, engage people into chat. And they're the two functionalities, really. So they're sequenced to come up at certain times. So, for example, This one here comes up after 30 seconds. It's a welcome message, and it says, welcome to our site. If you need any help, simply reply to the message and we are online and ready to help.
Gotcha.
Again, I sort of raise my eyebrows or roll my eyes and say, we should have made that a lot more tailored to your business. It's just a real generic message, and it doesn't really say anything. It just repeats itself, doesn't it?
These are the things, Mark, you can...
I'm taking notes, Steve, yep.
Yeah.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
I would also that's not bad. It's better than the faceless silhouette. But, if you guys have taken over and you're happy to get someone's face on there, I would definitely be uploading a picture.
Yeah, I could understand that. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's all right if they see Rose's face, but when they see my face, they'll click straight off our business.
And that's what I was thinking about. You can't have Rose's face there and Steve or I am talking, and vice versa. So
you can for the welcome message, because the welcome message comes up at 30 seconds. They may not have started chatting.
Yep.
And then when you chat, I'll show you how to actually add your face so that you can be the avatar for the conversation if it's one-on-one with you guys.
Yep, gotcha.
There's a rescue trigger there, and the rescue trigger was selected at the top. You can drop down the menu. If this agent is unavailable, it says, please leave a message with your request and our next available agent will respond as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sort of goes against the ethos, as I said to you, of live chat, but whatever. Some response is better than no response, and that is the epitome of why I believe automation doesn't work at the moment, because anyone that's clued in will know that that's just an automated message. It's not someone that's just typed that to you.
Yeah,
and I feel it just adds to a bit of frustration sometimes, to be fair. And then this one here is set at 10 seconds. And it's set as a finding an available agent message. And it's set at this URL, which is the landing page. And it's set to say, we are currently finding you an available agent. So you can edit, delete, or create more. And this one here is missing an avatar. So you may want to play around with that. Tabs are the tabs that you have along the top of your chat. So we set up a lot of stuff for you guys. The first one we talked briefly about before was Agent Guide. But we also had, as you can see here, a tab for CRM leads, a tab for CRM tickets, a tab for details, a tab for shortcuts, a tab for knowledge base, and a tab for the history. Now, you don't have to have all of those. You can turn them off and you can delete them. Or because we've spent time really populating this, you may be able to take advantage and use this.
So we've just created a button called where we can click on. It's called CRM tickets, which automatically goes into our CRM, the leads. Yeah.
No, it won't. I think we were populating that for you, Steve.
Oh, I must be talking about something else then.
Yeah, because unless you do it, you get a developer to integrate using webhooks or our Zapier integration that came out last year. It won't automate to a CRM. Having said that, I reckon we're about 3 months away from a CRM. We call it Contacts. That it'll be, again, another free tool within Tawk that you guys can use if you choose to.
So we have our own CRM. I'll show you what I mean. Can I take over the thing?
Yeah.
So I'll show you. Where are we here? Oh, how do I change that? Yeah, okay. I'll show you what I mean. If I go down to here and I go to, where is it here? Where do you put it here? Might be this one. Insurance specialist. No, it's this one here. So this one here. Okay. So what I mean is that
Hey Steve, just give me a quick update. So now when you go to all new leads, they should all be only the leads that are new and unassigned. Okay, so all new leads should come in here if they're unassigned. Then of course you need to start using the filters that I talked about. So you can have obviously all unassigned leads, appointment set, park leads.
No, that's not it. That's not the one. There was one that he sent through just about 2 hours ago, which is talking about how we are now. We just hit one button. So that's leads.
So I think what he's trying to get to is we use Salesforce. Do you think Tawk will be able to talk to Salesforce so we can load the?
Well, it is now. That's what this video that I'm about to show. That's what.
That's someone must. He doesn't need to see the video, Steve. I think he just needs to know that we use Salesforce.
No. Oh, here's the video. Here's the video. That's what I mean.
This video will demonstrate how the CRM lead tab works. So just like the CRM ticket tab, it will let you create a new record in CRM, but instead of task, it will create a new lead. So let's try it. Okay, so you can just copy paste the information of the customer from the chat tab, and then I'll click on create lead. Okay, so we are supposed to see the record here. Okay. Here's the record that I created, and all the fields are populated. The lead source will be automatically populated with top 2 value. Okay, so if you have any other questions, please let me know. Thank you.
Yeah, so does that make sense?
Yeah. So someone's done the integration for you. It's definitely possible, but I didn't know that you'd already had it done. That's great.
Yeah, well, we just got it done about half an hour ago.
Works well. Nice work.
Yeah, we haven't tested, haven't totally tested it, but yeah, so it's been integrated.
Yeah, great. Looks and works really well. Add-ons you're very aware of. Mail notifications is where mail goes to. If you're sending specific mail, so you may want to assign that to certain people. So send the offline form notification to, and you'll need to put an email there to send it to only admins, departments that you've created, or everyone gets a copy. So when someone comes in after the 9 p.m. mark and creates a form, where does that go? Now, if you say nobody, that's fine. You'll still find it in the ticketing section, but it's best to email it out to someone. So I would suggest you pick someone there. Or you can pick one specific agent's email.
Yeah. Okay.
Any questions with that?
No.
Great stuff. I think aside from that, it's more just what you see. So along the top here, if I go backwards, add-ons we don't need to talk about. I think you're all familiar enough with reporting, how many chats, how many missed chats, how long did each chat take, what was the pickup time for each chat, what is the customer consensus on the chat. So is it positive, is it negative, or is it neutral? So they're all things that will show. And then how many tickets you have outstanding and how many tickets you've collected will all be seen in the reporting section. Messaging is where the messages have come into once the message has been and gone. So that they're all closed, whereas this one here is open. So someone needs to go in there and check out what's going on and whether that is worth someone following up with.
So what does the flag mean? What is the flag? Does that mean the country that they're calling from?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So what does the administrator mean? What's happening with that one?
That's their name, I guess. That's who they are, admin at local for you. So that's someone.
Is that the one that's just done the test, Steve?
Yeah, that's our guild. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that's just done the test. Yeah.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
I'll just close that for you, and then you'll notice it'll appear as see you later.
Yeah.
Down from messaging, you've got, up, active chats, anything that's coming in right now. You'll be able to see along this side here where it's black. A big pink box will appear. It'll beep. If you've got your notifications on, I'll show you that in a second. And then you can click into the box. When you've clicked into the box, you join the chat at the bottom right-hand corner, right next to the chat dialog, and off you go. You can start chatting. That's my 11-month-old.
It's called working from home.
Absolutely, yeah. And then monitoring is anyone that's actually on your site right now, and you'll see not only who they are, but where they're from, and their IP. Now, you'll also see an email if you add that field in the pre-chat form as we spoke about before, and even a name if you've added that as a focus. So, yeah.
Okay.
And then the dashboard is back to the original, which gives you just a snapshot of everything that's going on, what's happening.
Hey, John, we've got about 3 minutes before my Zoom, because I haven't got the paid version.
No, that's all right. No problems. That was pretty much what I think we wanted to show you. That was the main stuff there. What else? Oh, I just wanted to show you how to, if you look up here, how to edit your profile and add an avatar. So if you go into the section here, this specifically is the profile for the page, so you don't have to worry too much about that. But if you go to the profile section here and go to alias.
Over there, yep.
An alias will allow you to add someone or many, display their name and their position any way you like. And an alias you can call Steve Frank if you want, it's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can add a picture for Steve so that when you're chatting Steve, they'll see your image, for example.
Cool.
And you can do that for everyone in the company.
Cool. Know that. It's awesome. Hey, Rose, we can have a picture. We can have a picture of the doggy.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Rose has got some doggies in Thailand. We could take a photo of each.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? I think they're the primary things that you guys needed to know to really take over and make it function the way you need it to at the moment, Steve, Mark, Rose. I don't think that there's anything specifically that you'll need to know other than, I'm just thinking out loud maybe where the ticketing is. So just very quickly. We go back into messaging, which you can also reach here. As you can see, it's in messaging. Instead of chats, unclick chat and go to tickets.
I'll talk to you now.
That's not a bad example of what's going on. So you'll hear that. And if you click into it, I won't answer it, but you'll see down the bottom here how you actually answer it is to join. And Steve, you can join, or if you have multiple avatars can join. So San, who has just answered, could have also joined, and off you go.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
I have no idea what they're saying there.
Yep, that's Thai.
Yeah. But you would know that this person is from Australia simply because of the flag up the left-hand side here.
Yep.
Oh, yes, I see. Yeah.
So I'd assume, and it says country Australia up here from your pre-chat. So I'd assume they may not be understanding what's being written there at the moment. I'm not sure. Anyway, back to where we were messaging with less than a minute to go. And if I lose you guys, reach out if you need anything else.
Yep.
Tickets. Now, here are all of your tickets assigned. So if they come out of the offline form in the evening when you're not online, they'll also appear here so you can reference them and then read them, respond, and close them off. If you're in chat and you want to raise a ticket, you can also raise it to this section here. And when you go here, then it'll be open. These are all closed. You can then respond to them and then you can close them off as needed.
Right.
That's your ticketing system. Before I lose you, check out this little arrow, this little question mark up down the bottom here, because this will be a lifesaver.
Where am I? Sorry. Right over there.
When you click on it, it opens up into the knowledge base and everything you ever need to know about the software right here.
Oh, yeah.
Videos, screenshots, walkthroughs, everything.
Excellent.